I'm coming at you pretty zoomed in than my usual shot, but here we are. And yeah, I just want to get up close and personal because guess what? We're going to test a whole bunch of new stuff. I've acquired quite a few new things that I want to try out on camera with you today. The first one being the Cosmic Brushes Undergrowth Palette. I'm so excited to use this. This looks like my dream palette. Grungy greens, warm tone neutrals. I'm so ready to put this on my eyes. I also received in PR the new blushes from Ravie Beauty. Very excited to try one of these out. I also bought all the other products from the Unearthly Cosmetics Gargoyle collection. So the liquid lipsticks, the glosses, and the liquid highlighters. So we're gonna try a whole bunch of new stuff today. Hello and welcome if you are new here. My name is Rachel, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back. Let me know your thoughts on any of these products, by the way, as I'm going through them, as I'm using them. Did you pick them up? Do you think it's something that you might want? Are you not interested in picking up new makeup? Are you on a no buy, low buy? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments, and I will link everything down in the description box, things that I use on camera, things that I use off camera. Everything that I'm using, I will at least list down in the description box. So let's do it. So we're gonna start off with the eyes. I have already primed my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I wanna do something a little bit more like light and bright. I don't wanna go too deep and smoky yet. I definitely will do a deeper, smokier look in the future, but I wanna do something a little bit more, I don't know, a little low key, I guess. I will say this palette swatched absolutely amazingly. I really love the Cosmic Brushes formula. It is really, really good quality, both mattes and shimmers. The mattes in this swatched very pigmented, very silky, wonderfully. And the shimmers in this, I feel like there's a few different types of shimmers in here. I think there are two multi-chromes. There is some more like very metallic shimmers, and then there are some more subtle shimmers, but even the subtle shimmers aren't that subtle. Like they're still, I feel like they're still gonna look good on the eyes. So I'm gonna pop up some swatches, close-ups, and give you some information here about the palette. So this is the Undergrowth palette. It retails for $39 US. Cosmic Brushes is a indie brand from the UK. Introducing Undergrowth, our new 20 pan pressed pigment and eyeshadow palette with the most grungy, murky, and dirtiest of undertones inspired by nature's undergrowth. 12 soft mattes and 8 dazzling shimmers with a range of finishes and textures. This palette contains 3 shifty shades. 2 of those are multi-chromes and 1 a duochrome. Vegan and cruelty-free. This palette was made in China, and I did purchase this myself. I want to start off with the shade Marsh right here, which is kind of like a pea green, and I want to put this through my crease. Yeah, I mean, that showed up beautifully, blended easily, just as I expected. Next, I wanna go in with the shade Murky right here. And I wanna put this in the outer corner as well as into the crease a little bit lower. Pretty easy. Just gonna do those 2 matte shades and keep it pretty simple. I am going to put the NYX glitter primer all over my lid, and I'm gonna pick up the shade Wilderness right here. Really pretty. It's described as a green gold sparkly metallic, and it's so, so gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, as you can see, I am back. I put on some liner and some mascara. I mean, very simple look, but very pretty. I love a grungy green, okay? So now we're gonna go to the complexion. The next thing I wanna use is the Smashbox Halo Tinted Moisturizer. This is not a new product, but they did send me this in PR last week, and I've never tried it before. So this was the cute little PR package, and this comes off, and this is what was included in the PR package. Their Photo Finish primer, which honestly, I'm not a fan of like blurring pore filling primers, so I'm not gonna use this. This Halo Face palette, I have a different colorway of this and I freaking love it. I use it all the time. So I am excited to have this different colorway. So we have more like of a berry pink blush, a much lighter highlighter than the one I have, and then more of like an apricot color blush, and then the contour is a little more cool tone. So anyway, this is really, really good product. It comes in several different color combinations, but I highly suggest it. So I'm excited to have this, but I am going to try the Halo Healthy Glow All-in-One Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 25. They did send me the shade Light. I am a little scared it's going to be too light. It's a little deceiving on camera. I look lighter on camera because I have this big light, and also my face is way lighter than my body. So if I back up, I don't know if you can tell, I'm a little more of a light medium. So I'm a little scared, but we're gonna try it, okay? We're gonna try it. So let me tell you a little information about this. It says, this ultra lightweight tinted moisturizer is infused with primer, so it lasts all day. It primes, moisturizers, perfects, and protects all in one step with SPF 25 for environmental protection, hydrates instantly and over time, promotes healthy looking skin with a fresh-faced dewy finish. It retails for $41, and there are 20 shades, which is really good for a tinted moisturizer. I did swatch it on the back of my hand, and it definitely feels thick. It feels thick, so I'm a little nervous. And if you didn't know, my skin type is normal. I can lean either dry or oily. So I guess that means I'm normal. I'm right in the middle, depending on the day. But today I put on my moisturizer. Most of the time, that's kind of all I need for a primer, especially if I just got out of the shower. If it was like hours later, I would apply another primer, but I think I'm good just with my moisturizer. So let's try this. I am going to apply it with a beauty blender. That's just my preferred method of applying my yeah, that looks very light. That's okay. Let's try it. Beauty blender is wow, that is way too light. Let's use a very thin layer, okay? I was saying, I'm more of like a normal skin type, but it depends. Sometimes I do run oily, especially if I'm gonna be outside. I live in Florida. It's very humid here, like very humid. And so if I'm going to be out and about and outside, my skin will become oily. But if I'm going to be indoors all day, I am more normal. And I actually had 2 margaritas last night, so I'm actually feeling a little dry this morning. That's just where I'm at in my life. So I would say I'm kind of just in the middle. I can go either way. So I'm a little weary about this dewy finish, but I will say I put on a very light layer. So actually it works. It doesn't look too light, but I did not put on like a thick layer. So this is the side with the tinted moisturizer. This is the side without. I also do have quite a lot of acne, and it did a good job of covering it up. I would say it's a light coverage. I wouldn't say sheer. I wouldn't say medium. Again, I put a very, very light layer. It's definitely dewy. Like, it looks very dewy. This is the side without. So you can see my redness, my acne, my texture, all of that. So, okay. All right. Let me just put this on the other side of my face, and I'm going to put on some concealer and powder because I don't have anything new for that either. And then let's see how it looks when it's all put together. Okay, so as you can see, I went off camera, I added concealer and I powdered my T-zone. I did not powder the perimeter of my face. And I definitely would say that this is dewy. I feel like because I put a really thin layer on my face, I don't feel like it's heavy feeling. That was what I was afraid of when I felt the texture of it. So far so good. I think I am going to take this Halo face palette and use the contour or bronzer or whatever. They're calling it a contour. Yeah. And it might be a contour on me. It actually might be too light. Let's try it. I mean, this is what we're here for. And by the way, this is in the colorway Pink Saturation. Yeah, it's too light for me. Like, I'm really digging in there and I'm not really seeing much. A little bit. I'm gonna grab a different bronzer. So this is the Sigma bronzer in the shade medium, and this is much better. I just like more of a neutral color. I don't really like a cool toned like contour color on me personally. So for my blush, I am going to use one of the new Ravie Beauty Endless Diffusion Everyday Baked Blushes. So Ravie Beauty is owned by Ali Glines, who is a YouTuber. I did receive these in PR, which I'm so thankful for. There are 3 different blushes in this collection. Daydream, which is described as a peachy pink. Paradise, which is described as a toasted pink. And Oasis, which is described as a raspberry pink. They retail for $32 each. It says a luxurious talc-free blush that combines the smoothness of a cream with the flawless blendability of a powder, delivering a natural, soft, focused finish for all-day wear. They are made in Italy. Ravie Beauty is vegan and cruelty-free. Very excited. And they also came out with a really nice blush brush. This is just called the blush brush and is very soft, more like pointed domed type of brush. And the brush retails for $24. You can get all 3 blushes for $86. You can get all 3 blushes plus the, that is so hard to say. All three blushes plus the brush for $98. So I'm gonna use the brush. I think I wanna use Daydream, which is described as the peachy pink. I do love a peachy blush. And when I swatched these, they seemed like a really nice glowy formula. Not sparkly, not shimmery, but certainly not flat matte. So let's see how this applies. That is a gorgeous color. Gorgeous. So that's the shade Daydream, really pretty peachy blush. And it is definitely more on the buildable side. So they're not overly pigmented, which I like in a blush. I'm able to control the pigment level that I'm getting. And it doesn't look like overly sparkly or, you know, glittery or anything like that, but there's definitely a bit of a glow. Really pretty, really, really pretty. Very excited to continue to use these. Let me know if you picked these up, or if you've tried her Effortless Lips. I also love that lip formula. So this is her second like actual product in her line. So thank you so much, Ali, for sending these my way. Very excited to have them. So Unearthly Cosmetics, they released their Gargoyle palette, which I believe is their Halloween release for this year. And I got the palette in PR, and then Amanda asked if the affiliates, if we wanted to purchase the rest of the products, I think at a discounted rate, if I'm not mistaken. And so I did. I bought everything else. So the other products in this collection are a liquid highlighter trio. Love the packaging on this. There are 3 different shades. The trio retails for $38. They are like an iridescent duochrome type of highlighter. We have Vengeful Violet, which is a bold iridescent violet to pink. We have Phantom Blue, which is a blue that shifts to purple. And we have Eternal Ember, which is a fiery orange gold. That's probably the one I'm gonna wear because I feel like it's gonna match the best for me. Then we have a liquid lipstick trio. This, I love the packaging, like the new packaging on the liquid lipsticks for Unearthly. They look like crystals almost. Oh, so stunning. So we have 3 different options. They go kind of from light to deep, really gorgeous. The liquid lipstick trio is currently sold out at the time of filming, but it retails for $28. These are matte liquid lipsticks. They're designed for all-day wear with a comfortable non-drying formula. We have Moonlit Mauve, which is a rosy mauve, Cathedral Rose, which is a deep mauve, and we have Shadow Veil, which is a black. They are fragrance-free, and by the way, all of these products are made in China. And then we have a lip gloss trio, same really fun packaging. 3 different glosses, again, that are very different. And these are quite pigmented. When I swatched them, I noticed that. So we have 3 different colors, like I just said. This lip gloss trio retails for $25. At the moment of filming, it is currently sold out. These glosses combine the nourishing feel of a lip balm with the high shine finish of a gloss. I would totally agree with that. They did swatch more on the balmy side. We have Twilight Whisper, which is a clear gloss filled with silver micro sparkles. We have Gargoyle's Gloom, which is a mesmerizing duochrome gloss that shifts from purple to blue. And we have Enchanted Ebony, which is a striking black gloss infused with multicolored shifting sparkle. Unearthly Cosmetics is cruelty-free as well. So let's start off with the highlighter. So I am going to use the shade Eternal Ember with Unearthly Cosmetics liquid highlighters, they dry down very fast. So I do one cheek at a time because if I do both, I'm not gonna be able to blend it out. So I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna go directly onto my face and I'm just going to put the tiniest bit like that and I'm gonna blend it out with my finger. I bet these would be good. Well, I don't know if they're eye safe, but I bet they would be good on the eyes because like I said, they do dry completely down. That's so pretty. And it is like a very smooth type of look. Excuse me for flipping you off. I didn't mean to do that. So you can see that. So pretty. Let me try that. Yeah, there's no like chunky sparkle. Very, very pretty. Love that. I think I want to wear one of the glosses today. I'm curious about this black one. I want to just try it just to see what it looks like. Let me just put it on my bare lips just to see what it looks like just on a bare lip. Oh, look at how pigmented that is. Wow. Okay, so these have, let me look up exactly what it says on the site, because if you saw my review on the Unearthly Cosmetics bullet lipsticks from their, I can't remember which collection it was, but they had bullet lipsticks. It's the only one they've had bullet lipsticks for. I said it tasted and smelled like a gin and tonic, and that's exactly what this smells like. What does it say here for the scent? Okay, so this is Enchanted Ebony, and it says lychee plum fragrance. I guess the citrus of the lychee, is it lychee or lychee? It tastes like a gin and tonic to me. These are very pigmented. I'm so surprised. Probably should have lined my lips, but I like this. I don't think it goes with my look. I would prefer this with the Gargoyle palette, which is a little more cool toned. But just so you can see, like, it's very pigmented. And because this gloss formula is a little more balmy, it's a little more sticky, actually. I feel like it's going to stay on your lips a little longer, which I think is better when you have a pigmented gloss. It's not going to slip and slide everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wipe this off. Let's finish up the eyes. I'm going to pop on a lip liner and then put on this one, which is a little more of a sheer formula on top of a lip liner. So give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
A few moments later.
While I let my lips chill, let's finish up the eye look. I'm going to go into the shade Bark, which is the black, on an angled brush. And I'm just going to put this on my lower lash line as close to the lower lash line as possible. I'm going to blend that out with Murky. And then I'm going to blend that out with Marsh. For my inner corner, I'm going to use this shade called Reeds. And for my waterline, I'm going to use this one from Flower Beauty. It's the Forever Wear Eyeliner Crayon in the shade Moonstone. It's just a cream. All right, I'm gonna come back with the lip done, put some lashes on, and I will come back to show you the finished look and to give you my initial thoughts on all of these products. All right, and this is the finished look. What do you think? I think it came out cute. I will say, the lip combo that I ended up doing is the Natasha Denona My Dream Lip Liner. As you can see, I love it. It's itty bitty. I just lined and filled in my lips with that. And then I put this gloss on top, which is in the shade Twilight Whisper. And there's a piece of hair in my face. Hold on. And this one has a different scent. This is Banana Vanilla. I much prefer this scent, personally. It's a very light scent, and it smells just sweet, basically. So I do like this. I don't really like this combo with this eye look. I would definitely prefer wearing this with a cool toned look because it's so cool toned, but I'm just here to test it out. It's very metallic though, like very sparkly, very pigmented. So if you're looking for pigmented glosses, you might really like these. So let me just like quick fire go through everything, give you my like quick initial thoughts. The first thing that we used was the palette. I love this. I know I'm going to love this. I know I'm going to create such beautiful looks with this. I really enjoyed the brand. I really enjoyed their quality. I love the color story. I love the different textures. I really like this eye look. I was able to create it with very simple, just a few matte shades and one shimmer on the lid, and it came out great. the Smashbox Halo Tinted Moisturizer. I actually think this looks really nice on my skin. It's now been on my skin for a while and I don't feel like it looks greasy. It doesn't feel as heavy as I thought it was going to based on just like swatching it on my hand. But again, I used a very, very small amount and my skin is running a little dry today because of my alcohol consumption last night. So I would say if you're normal to dry, I feel like it's going to sit nicely. It's not too dewy. But of course, I have to continue using a product like this, see how it's gonna wear throughout the day, etc. So I will keep you posted on this. And then I used the Ravie Beauty blushes. The one that I used is Daydream, really pretty, definitely more on the buildable side. So not super pigmented. I actually ended up adding a little bit more off camera because I just like having quite a lot of blush on my face and I really like the color. It's a really pretty baked formula where it is a little bit of a sheen, but it's not sparkly or chunky or glittery or anything like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to continuing to play with these. The brush is really nice, really soft. If you like a smaller blush brush, you would enjoy this. I actually prefer something a little bigger just because I don't know, I just like to get it done quicker, but if you want more of a precise application, you probably like this one. And then all of the Unearthly stuff, the liquid highlighter, this looks absolutely beautiful. I love the color, like this yellow gold. And I already told you the formula, it dries down quick. Do one cheek at a time. I did not use the liquid lipsticks, but I'm definitely going to use them in the future. But I've used their liquid lipsticks before, and they're really good. Really, really good. And then the gloss, I already told you my thoughts on those. So yeah, I would love to know your thoughts now on any of the products that I tried today. Have you picked them up? Are you planning on picking them up? What are your thoughts? Because I love hearing from you. And if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That helps me out a lot when you do that. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing before you leave. I do upload videos weekly and I'd love to see you back on my channel again. I want to thank you so much for watching and I will see you next time. Bye.